Her name is Yanis. She works the night shift at a sleep lab. While the world dreams, she stays awake, quietly watching over strangers as they drift into sleep. She's the kind of woman you'd barely notice. Calm, collected, mysterious, independent. But underneath that stillness, there's a loneliness that never sleeps. It's been years since she's slept well herself. Years since she put her own needs first. She's become an expert at caring for others, and a ghost in her own life. And sometimes, in the quietest part of the night, she wonders. I take care of their sleep. But who's taking care of mine? Sina, a middle-aged woman. A mother of two. A teacher. Wife to a quiet man. Quiet, but always distant. Always absent. She hasn't slept well in years. Not because she can't, but because her mind won't turn off. At night, in the silence, one thought plays over and over in her head. I live for others, for my kids, my husband, my students. But for myself, I don't even get one night of sleep. On her doctor's advice, she checks into a sleep lab. A place where no one is supposed to stay awake. But that night, Yanis, the night nurse, stayed awake with Sina, not with medicine, not with tests, with silence, with presence, with a quiet conversation in the heart of the dark. Two women, one sleepless night, and a moment that, maybe for the first time, woke them both from a sleep much deeper than they knew.
You stay awake here every night? Don't you ever get sleepy?
I once came here too, not as a staff member. As a patient, I thought it was just a simple issue. But then I realized, it's not my sleep that's broken. It's my life. Too loud to let me rest.
So you don't sleep at night because you can't?
No. Because I don't want to miss anything.
Even the silence?
Especially the silence.
Night silence. That's when everything becomes clearer. All the voices you can't hear during the day, especially your own.
People who sleep well always think they're happier. But maybe they just forget better.
I wish I could forget too, but it feels like some thoughts only wake up at night. The moment the lights go off, they turn on.
Don't you think? If you ever really slept one night, nothing would be the same again.
Maybe that's why I don't sleep.
When you stay awake at night long enough, you start to realize. People are more real in their sleep than when they're awake, because that's where they drop their masks.
Not sleeping is like staying silent. Like telling the world there's still something left unsaid. If I sleep, maybe everything will go on just the same.
And if you don't?
Maybe I'll finally wake up. I'm not a good mother. I'm always quiet, always tired. I used to think that was patience, but maybe it's just being switched off.
Some wounds. They don't show up in dreams. They just stop you from dreaming at all.
Maybe I haven't been sleeping because some part of me hasn't woken up yet.
That night, the tests were never completed. Sina took no pills. No machines were attached to her. She just closed her eyes, and for the first time in years, she heard her own voice. Not the voice of a mother, not a teacher, not a wife, just herself. When morning came, the sky was still gray. Yanis pulled the curtain aside, but Sina had already awakened before the light fully entered. The silence between them was like a thin, warm blanket spread across the bed. Sina whispered,
I felt like I was falling last night, but not into sleep, into myself.
Maybe falling into yourself is exactly what saves you.
Do you always stay here?
Sometimes, that chair is the only place where someone can understand what being awake really means.
I don't know if I'll sleep again tonight. Maybe other people's sleep only looks peaceful, not because it truly is.
Yanis said nothing. She stood, quietly left the door ajar, and walked out. Sina closed her eyes, not to sleep, to see. This story takes us to the heart of solitude and oblivion, where silence weighs heavier than a scream. No grand event unfolds, no thrilling drama bursts forth. And yet, what happens is nothing short of a quiet revolution within the human soul. When was the last time you truly heard your own voice? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts.